Hello world, Richard Carver here on day 163 of sobriety after I spent 20 entire years of my life high off my butt. What's up? Glad to see you here. What did I do today? Got up at a decent hour for once, Got up a little bit earlier than usual. Got my daily tasks in there. Ate a ton of oatmeal. Put some honey on it. Was really careful with the honey. I tried not to get honey on myself ever because honey seems to never come off. But I love honey. I just don't like to touch honey. Just into my mouth. And then got some invoicing done. I got some, checked more into reverb and a lot of different basses. And I edited my 90 day of sobriety video for a while. So finally have that done. I'll be uploading my 90 days of sobriety video tomorrow, which is a long form video outside of live, which I'm going to get more into those. I have a lot of different music that I want to put onto here, and I'm going to record them separately because I've been doing those as lives for so long, and I want them to live on the channel and other places. So I did that for a while. I worked on my washer for a long time. I was determined to try and get my washer to work. I've determined, with the help of my dear close friend ChatGPT, that it's the actuator, I believe, that went bad in my washer. So after banging it with a hammer a little bit and unplugging it and seeing if I couldn't get the actuator to start back up, I believe that it's seized. The gears in there are seized. So I ordered another one. It should be here tomorrow, and then I'm going to replace my washer's actuator. Tune in tomorrow to see if it works. But yeah, after that, got showered up, got all ready, and I went over to Kate's place tonight, which was really fun. We ended up watching season 2, episode 13 of Twin Peaks. So if you've seen it, you know where we are. You know how spicy of an episode that is and how much goes on in it. I won't put any spoilers out there in case no one's watched Twin Peaks and is watching this. But and I also did laundry over there. So thank you so much, Kate, for allowing me to do some laundry over there. I came back and I hit Royal Farms and I got some of those, what are they? I don't even know what they are. It's like the wasabi crunch stick things and what's this? An Olipop classic root beer thing. It was pretty good. And I ate way too much of those wasabi things, but it's alright. It's bedtime. I'm chilling. And that was my main day. Tomorrow's Friday. Got a lot of stuff on the docket, and most of that will be writing music. I'll be writing out all of the charts for the band It's All Good. I've got 5 new mashups to write out. I'll be doing the bass work down with them in Virginia next week. So it's a doubleheader gig, Friday, Saturday night. And both venues I've never played before, bigger venues. It'll be really fun to do some travel, stay at an Airbnb with a big band, and to do that. It's going to be really cool, but I got to get these charts done. And yeah, that's my main thing. We'll also have Father's Day this weekend, so make sure you guys are doing something, something good for the fam. And, I hope everybody's got their things going with their dads or their heavenly dads. I have just started talking with my own father again, and that's going to be awesome. Now, I just saw him this past weekend, but I know that he's going to want, and I would like to see him for Father's Day. The problem is he's like an hour and a half-ish drive, and that's okay. I'll get it in there. I'll probably see him Sunday. And that's my quick update on that, and I just wanted to give a quick shout-out to chat. I see Liam in the house. What's up, Liam? Liam says hello. Great to see you, man. How you doing today? What's new in Liam world? What's new with all of you guys out there? While you're contemplating it, I got a question for you guys. Mind or body? You can take this either way you want. Are you attracted to someone's mind or are you attracted to someone's body? Do you find that there's a case for your own self? Do you work more on your mind? Do you work more on your body? Which one do you value more? It's hard because I do think both are so important. You would not have the mind without your body. But, I just love everything in the world. I love being awake all the time. I wish I didn't have to sleep, but I love Dream World. But I love diving into the mind, and I'm always a naturally curious person. I love learning. So mind is big for me, for sure. I've been slacking on my body recently. Usually I'm really on it. Biking, jogging, kayaking, and all that. But, this whole giving up a main vice of bud and not doing my smoking, I have started munching on things more. I think I used to just like munch on smoke or something. So I don't know. I think that also equated me to being less active. It was like the winter time, and I'll get on the body part. But if I had to choose between the two, mind or body, I pick mind. Liam says, I'm good. How about you? I'm doing good, man. I'm chilling, feeling good, feeling happy, feeling like I got a really great sleep last night, and I'm looking forward to getting another one. And I'm happy that I got that long form video done. Like I said, it's like a 90 days mark. It's already 163 days. So I've had that sitting recorded for a while and not edited for a bit. Have I ever had a lucid dream, asks Liam. Absolutely, and I love it. I've had a bunch of different lucid dreams. Kind of hard to even remember because I've had so many different ones. I got to the point where I was kind of thinking that maybe I was visiting alternate reality often and knowing those people there because I was pretty present within the dream. With me, I will, over the years, I've come to a realization in dream world that if I'm trying to run and it feels like my legs are pointing inwards and my knees are knocking on each other, or if I'm trying to, I don't know, hit somebody or defend myself or something, and I'm not doing it in the way that I would want, my arms aren't moving like I would want, I start to come to a realization that I'm within a dream, which I'm really thankful for, because a lot of times dreams like that, like you want to wake in some way and change what's happening, but it feels so foreign that it seems to start being built in. Like I don't want to wake up during them. It's just that it comes to mind in there, like, wait, why are my legs not working? Wait, why am I not landing something with power behind it? And then I kind of realized, like, oh, I think I'm in dream world. I can't have full control over it all the way in there, but I become aware. And I've had one where the flight in it was incredible. Flying in dream world is wild. And I know that I've felt it in my body when I'm laying there, and it feels like you're on a roller coaster when you're flying. And sometimes it gets so extreme, that's what pops me awake. You feel the butterflies in your stomach and everything. It's wild that I could be possibly laying in place while feeling like the flying is happening so vividly to my body and even the insides of my body in a lucid dream. So it's really interesting. How can you feel like you're flying so much on your body? Like G-forces and butterflies and goosebumps even, and then when you come to wake up, you were napping on the couch. But Liam, my buddy in chat here, says you have not had any lucid dreams. I definitely hope that you can at some point, and maybe if you ever find yourself coming to some sort of consciousness within your dream, try to run, see how your body doesn't work in the same way, because I think maybe it's your mind in there. And so it's almost like someone who is paralyzed learning to walk or move their arms again. Maybe it's a different part of your mind that's in dream world, and you have to use different parts of yourself to activate those things. And like if you just, you know how if you just think, you just do sometimes, and if you overthink, you can't really do things as well. Maybe it equates to that in dream world, you know? I hope I have one tonight, says Liam. Liam, how'd you change your text on here? I've never seen it be that type of text on the chat. That's awesome. I hope you have one tonight too. So here's an interesting question for you guys. Back in time or forward in time? I'm a back in timer. I mean, of course, I'd like to see what the future looks like, but if I could go back in time and change something, I would. I think that that would definitely be my choice. Back in time, like I like where I'm at, but you still think about things, and it might be nice to try and change something from the past. The future, what if I'm the only one going to the future? I don't want to lose my friends and my family. So I would pick back in time over forward in time. Oh, the Facemoji keyboard is how you changed your font in the live chat there. That's awesome, Liam. And you would go back in time too? What about you guys out there? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know what your answers are to these, even if it's after we do our live stream. I love to learn all about you guys and everyone that I'm spending time with on here. All right, so we got a back in time on that one. Early bird or night owl? Well, it is almost 2 a.m. right now. It's 1:50 a.m. on the East Coast, and I'm imagining you guys would be able to guess which one I would lean towards. However, I really do like the early bird world. But I think they can be both alike in certain ways. Like early bird, you can feel like it's your own private time waking up and that you can really seize the day. And something's maybe a little bit backwards in my mind in certain ways, because at nighttime, I often feel more awake and like that's my own private time at night. And then I feel like after all day of almost struggling to get my mind going, finally, once it strikes midnight, I'm ready to finally use it and do things. Like we're streaming right now, so I do productive things as a night owl. So I think they're alike, but I do love the night. I'm going to say night owl. I think we got a few viewers there, Liam. It is a little bit later in the evening, but I'm glad to see you here. Oh, you said, I couldn't read that word. You said forward and back to my last question there. That would be nice. At least it's like a peek in the future. I would love to be able to peek into the future. I would go back in time, but if I had the sight to be able to witness something, I would like to see into the future, but not go into the future. Well, that's not even a question there. Liam's an early bird. Hey, that's awesome. Whatever feels right, man. But what about this one? Is there free will, or is everything fate? This is a really hard one. Are we in a simulation? Are we all just believing each other into existence? You watching me right now, do I only exist because you think I exist? Am I existing in how you are thinking that I am? Is that fate? Would I've always been here? Is there any way that something could assemble each and every decision in my life to get me right here? Or is it just a big chaos free will that got me right here? Are we inside of a black hole? Is consciousness some form of electrical matter? Are we all just one type of consciousness, a universal consciousness? Is the zeitgeist a thing? I think that for me, if I were to say that we're not inside of a simulation, I would very much go towards the free will answer. I think there is free will. But there's some really big thinkers. Like I listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson a lot. Star Talk, the podcast Star Talk. A lot of theoretical physics that go on in there. Consciousness, string theory, and beyond, Apparently, and I can't explain it well, maybe we'll look it up here on the other screen in a second, but apparently there's like high-level discussions going on about this where things seem fated because I think outside of the fact that we have gut bacteria, like gut bacteria show us when we're hungry, they make us do things, our, different pheromones make us do things. I was just reading the chat there. Thank you, Liam. Liam said, nice cam, LOL, right? Just all of a sudden I turned the cam over. But Liam's answer is free will. And Liam also says, I don't want to accept fate. Yeah, that's the other thing. Isn't that a free will expression right there? With you not wanting to accept fate? Why would we know to go against it? And if you're born, can you be born to do something? If you're born to do something and you make sure that you don't do that thing, is that fated? That's a big one right there. I often wrestle with this. I like the free will answer on this one. I also liked the movie Free Willy. My best friend in college and still one of my brothers and best friends in life is named Will. And he doesn't like to be called Willie because I think that to him, his name Will is beyond a William name. It's talking about will, when you will something to happen. So what about you? What about you out there? Free will or fate? And that is the question round for the evening. That's what we got. No if questions tonight, at least from my end. Liam sometimes has some wonderful either or questions, but that'll be the question round for what I have prepared for us for now. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I think it's about time to check in and see how our bases are looking, because I would like to know if the one that I'm leaning towards is still available. You will notice that I have a way too expensive one that is on here, but it's a 93, and it's got the Kubicki type of wiring in it. Yeah, the Kubicki electronics. So it's a bit too much. Let's go ahead. We're going to take that off. Oh, that hurts to take that off. I really love this bass too. Love the fretboard. Shoo. Oh. It's a 1993. In really good condition. It does have some nicks on it and stuff of that sort. So maybe I wouldn't feel as bad nicking it up. But it also has a gloss finish on there, which I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to get more into the natural finishes. So we're going to say goodbye to that one. Didn't I already take it off? Hey, now, come on. I think I just had to refresh. But yeah, the one that I love is still available. I was thinking that it might get swallowed up because there's an offer on this. You can tell when someone's put an offer in, and there is one offer and 31 watchers on this one. Still very hard to say. Thanks, Liam. I think Liam's going to be working on some either or questions. What do you guys think? Should I jump? 95 American Fender Jazz Plus 5? I mean, it is gorgeous. And I don't want somebody else to have this thing. Ugh. But it's, it's that price range that is insane for what I was trying to go for with it. I wanted something I could knock around. Can't ask that one, Leo. All right, let me look on these other guys. What else do I have on my favorite list? I'm down to 3 on the favorites list. And this one is not active. I'm going to take this one off too. How you like that? Cleaning things up. So now, what am I down to 2? I've got the Gibson and I've got the Fender. Of course, it's down to a 1v1 match between these two behemoths. Do we go Fender or do we go Gibson? You guys know I'm a Gibson man when it comes to instruments. I'm a Fender guy when it comes to amps. But Fender basses are kind of a different story. Gibson guitars for sure. But I think when I consider both of these ones against each other, I would go towards the Fender Jazz, even though it's was it $55 difference, so it's not a crazy amount. And then when I think about it, I don't think I'd actually be happy with an Ibanez. I've looked at a lot of different Ibanezes recently, and they just don't, I guess they don't speak to me, and I just got to accept that. I keep on trying to convince myself to get an Ibanez. But I just think I should do it and then just bite it. Just deal with how expensive it is and put it on a card and just pay it off slowly over time. I'm just about to pay my darn card off, you know? All right, Liam, what you got here, bro? Oh my gosh, the first one. Liam asks, this is from chat, everybody. Liam asks, would you rather have a time loop and never die or get a piano? I'm on that never die train. I really like life. I love life. I love experiencing life. I'm so grateful that whatever happened with matter and time and energy, that it somehow came together to create this human experience. We're so lucky to be alive, everybody. It's wild. So I'm not at the stage where I would ever want to give that up. Maybe there is a time. I hear people joke all the time about, unaliving or, being like, oh, well, I couldn't imagine living to be 100. Oh, no, thank you. And all these things. And that is their prerogative for sure. But I'm one of those people that's like, oh man, only 100? I'm trying to go to 200. I'm trying to be an old man. I'm trying to have my conscious downloaded, like those types of things. But maybe if I did that, I would never experience what's beyond, is if there is a beyond. Maybe that would interrupt the cycle of energy that is needed for consciousness to evolve. If I'm just a part of the universe experiencing itself, is that what it would want, though? There's that free will versus fate right there. But, Liam, I think that would still be my choice. If I was in a time loop and never die. Are we talking like Groundhog's Day? Like something like that? Even if the piano I got was a beautiful grand piano, now that would be for somebody who doesn't mind having a nice, well-lived life that ends. And there are definitely the people that are like that and want to be done by 60s, 70s, 80s. I think that is great for them. I want 90s, 100s, 90s, I'm grateful for you, Liam. I'm grateful for you, man. Yeah, it just hit 2:03 a.m. on the East Coast. I know Liam's on Mountain Time, right? So are you at about midnight? Did it just hit midnight for you, Liam? So let's do a quick gander. I'm just going to do a quick search. I'm not going to get as far in and do an entire hour search the reverb tonight. But I do want to see if there's anything newly listed for the active pickup 5-string basses, Like that's a cool looking Ibanez. I just couldn't get into it, I don't think, even though it's fretless. I wouldn't want a fretless. And this Schecter, pretty cool, but if it's $850, why not just get the Fender? Yep. The ESP, I'm not an ESP guy. They're more metal guitars. This open box Ibanez, pretty cool, but also I don't know that I'd see myself banging it out, and it's way too expensive anyway. Ibanez is some Jackson stuff. We got that burnt up Cort. Now that Cort, that would have been a possibility if this thing wasn't so, I don't know, burnt. This is actually a burnt guitar right here, guys. There was a fire in a factory, and they are still putting this on here, and it says completely new, never used. But is it really completely new if it's been burnt up? It has a Bartolini double pickup there, actives, a ton of stuff you can do with it. It's kind of neat looking, but it has the fanned frets going on. I don't know. I still think I would go for my classic jazz bass, and these were interesting years, these jazz basses. You see that they don't have the chrome around the controls, and it doesn't have a pick guard on it either. Yeah, keep on going towards it, guys. I'm going to wind up with it, and it has the one extra fret on the neck. Oh God, yeah. I'm going to wind up spending $1,000 on a guitar that I just wanted to get something to knock around. I know it. It's going to happen. Oh well. People like money, says Liam. Yeah, money does tend to make the time and space that we are now of the world go round. Who knows if one day we become like Star Trek and money goes away, or Bitcoin becomes or another form. I don't know. Like even that is a form of currency. I don't know. Star Trek had a pretty cool thing, but then that's like, I don't know that would ever work. I guess you would have to have some alliance of planets, and knowing that there is something outside of our planet to really change the mindset of what we're in. But, with this bass here, I can see that there's an offer in it. If it's $950, maybe somebody offered them $8 or $850. Am I going to play with fire? Do I want to offer them $9? Or do I just pay and get that thing here? It's another $100 in shipping. I already did the calculating in shipping, so really it's $1,050, Oh, decisions. But let's finish this scroll real fast and let's see. Let's just see. There's kind of a neat Yamaha. That's kind of neat. Is that active? I think my other camera just shut off due to heat, but that's all right. We got you on this other one. Rosewood fingerboard, matte translucent black, and it's a little bit cheaper there. What do you think about this one, guys? That's kind of cool. This might go on the watch list. It says this is a workhorse instrument capable of a wide range of bass tones. Look a bit closer and you'll find a slew of innovations that make it a truly unique bass. 6-bolt miter neck joint transmits more string vibration to the body for impressive sustain, as does the Vintage Plus bridge with diagonal body through stringing. It's a switchable active and passive circuit. See, I do want that. Delivers impressive sonic versatility with automatic level matching for both circuits. Factor in stainless steel hardware to resist corrosion over the years. It's pretty hot. I kind of like this. This is kind of, I don't know if it just got listed or just didn't come up. It's used and in mint condition. Kind of cool looking. Could I see myself with that? It's pretty cool. I'll put it on the watch list and I'll see how I feel about it tomorrow. Because now there's only 2 on there. that's another ESP. That's the thing. These ESPs are kind of cool looking, aren't they? They're not too bad. I don't know. I couldn't see myself with it. We'll say no. This would be wild. This is just a joke. I wouldn't actually get it, but it's kind of neat to pretend. It's kind of neat looking. I'm not actually going to do it, guys. Alright, we're done with that. We're almost to the bottom here. I just wanted to make sure there was nothing too new listed. We got another Schecter. But see, I don't want the Schecter. I think, yeah, I had a Schecter before. A Diamond series or something like that. It was like a metal guitar, but not a bass, you know. I ended up selling it very quickly. This is interesting looking. Look at that paint job on there. We'll call it 700. Like old new stock. What do you guys think? Not really me, huh? I feel like it's not an American made anyway. It wouldn't be that price. Really, if I could choose, I would get a Federa. These Federas are wild. Not a Fedora. I'm not a Fedora guy, but the Federas are beautiful. My roommate from college, my best buddy Will, that I was just talking about, he's got a Federa. But as you can tell, the price, they are not for the faint of heart. This is what Victor Wooten plays. Alright, stop torturing yourself with that. Alright, we'll pause on those. Let's take a quick break on the bass search. We're going to do a little Redditing real fast just to cool down. Or actually, before I even do that, isn't there a way I do the most newly listed on here? Oh, sort by most recent. Yeah, that's what we want. We want most recent real fast. All right, give me a quick second to gander afresh. See, Warwicks are at 1,700. Shoo. This one's kind of neat, but it's more expensive. Like, why would I get this? It looks cool, though. Oh, that's pretty. The maple fretboard, though, I can't do it. Alright, we're going to click off of it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. It's good to check out, I think for now, you are, Liam. But, yeah, it's good to check these just to make sure I'm not going to miss anything, because someone could see something and just scoop it right up. Dun, dun. Sires are cool. You know, Sire Marcus Millers, though, they're basically Corts. Cort is one of those OEM guitar manufacturers where they make guitars for other guitar companies, and the other guitar companies brand them as their own. Like the PRS SEs are actually Corts. It's cool, but again, I'll put that price range. I'll just take the 95 American. I keep talking myself into it. All right, made it to the bottom of that page. All right, we're done base shopping for tonight. We're going to put base shopping on the back burner. We're going to hit Reddit up a little bit, guys. We're going to check it out. Oh, yeah, Israel attacked Iran. So that's no good. That's a nuclear capable country, or they're enriching uranium or something of that sort, right? Yeah. Israel says they expect retaliation soon and are already preparing for said retaliation. I guess the Iron Dome. Strikes are allegedly on Iran's nuclear sites, in which Israel claims Iran could make a nuclear weapon within days with the amount of material they have. So they're just going to bomb them. So, shucks. ICE is now targeting farm workers, despite Trump's campaign promise to only target criminals. Well, he's a liar, so what do you expect? And then the wild thing is that just today he put out how they got to be, let's see, where was my little thing on there? There we go. He just put out today how farmers are getting their people deported, and we can't do that to the farmers, and oh no, and the people that work in hospitality and hotels and stuff. It's like, why are you using, how can you use the stuff that we've been saying this whole time against, like, that's what we've been saying. And now that it's happening, you're the cause. How are you going to post about that? More ICE stuff, just a ton of ICE stuff. Where am I at that it's always these videos and stuff? Best. Let's go by top. Oh yeah, they had a survivor on that plane that crashed in India. It's wild. One survivor. Yeah, a senator getting assaulted and arrested out of Kristi Noem's conference. Let's go, Reed. Get it, buddy. Losing some weight. Go, bro. Let's do it together, man. Oh, yeah, this drone footage of this guy watching a deal go down. And then follows him. Like, get away from me, man. The drone guy is having a bit too much of fun with that. Oh, throwing rocks at it too, huh? Ah, yes, Cowcat. What a happy boy. I had time with Kate's cat tonight, and that was really nice. His name's Poe, like potato. Potato. Oh, cool. This dude taught his rats how to drive an electric car. Let's go. That makes me think of Mouse and the Motorcycle. What in the world? Look at that car. Let's go, Mouse. What? Whoa. Whoa. Gosh, I want a dog in a thing like that. Could you imagine dogs riding around in electric cars? What? Wow. Yeah, this terrible Air India crash into a building. It's so sad. More of this senator getting arrested. AOC laying down the law. I love AOC. Yep. This guy. This guy. Big fan. This guy always throws Nicolas Cage in through the basket behind him. There you go. And then he usually throws a cheeseburger on an umbrella. But it looks like he doesn't have his umbrella with him today and doing the cheeseburger thing where the pickles fly off. Judge blocks Trump administration from deploying National Guard to Los Angeles. Just happened 5 hours ago. Let's upvote that. Holla back. Oh yeah, this poor girl crashing her car and getting bopped right out of it. Watch this. Bam. Poor girl. Jeez. Whoa. Cats are wild. Come to me. Yeah, little ChatGPT stuff. The guy that, that flight that crashed, somebody flew on that exact airline just 2 hours before its next flight, and he reports witnessing unusual things on board.
Is this what you're providing? And as usual, that is why Air India is considered as one of the worst airlines in the world. AC is still not working, and today
AC's not working, and the screens don't work and stuff. Looks like it's having electrical issues of some sort. Interesting that he thought that something was happening enough for him to take a video.
and it's a Dreamliner 787.
There's that guy walking away from the plane crash. Right? How dare they fly the Mexican flag, and then they got the Confederate going on. It's about right. Yep. Yeah, I love that he goes to see Les Mis about a revolution against a tyrannical king. That won't happen. Let's see some news. We got. Check the popular tab out real quick. Judge rules Trump illegally deployed National Guard and must return oversight to California. And we got the Israel and Iran conflict. Little eye bleach for us. little co-parenting, little kitty licking some doggies. The reason It's a Wonderful Life holds up so well is that George's line, "You know how long it takes a working man to save $5,000," has somehow not aged even slightly. Pretty true, huh? What do you guys think is going to happen on Saturday with the No King protests? Oh my gosh. This is never-ending story stuff right here. Oh, gosh. Makes me want to cry. Young woman stayed with her horse for 3 hours, holding his head above water to keep him from drowning after they got trapped in mud. Oh, what was his name? Artax? Right? I feel like that was his name. The horse that sinks in the mud of sorrows or something like that. Oh yeah, we got Spaceballs 2 coming out. I'm excited for whatchamacallit? Spinal Tap Infinity or Spinal Tap 2. It's gonna be really awesome. I love Spinal Tap. A little overtime game winner here. All right. Yeah, dollar's been going down since our president got elected. Israel attacked Iran's main nuclear site. Wow. Is it really Israel, though? Because they're just a proxy for us. And Brock Lesnar's daughter laying down the law. Geez, she almost hit those dudes. Wins the NCAA National Championship in shot put. Fire the graphic designer of whomever approved this. Yeah, it doesn't, I don't know about this one. Weird comment, Kitchener.
Hardened violent January 6 insurrectionist. Dictator. Defied Supreme Court orders and attacked the judiciary. Dictator. Unilaterally abolished congressionally chartered federal agencies. Dictator. Attacked the free press. Sounds like a dictator. Kidnapped people off of the streets and deported them to foreign prisons without due process. Sounds like a dictator. Defunded higher education. Dictator. threaten law firms and the legal profession. Dictator. This weekend, he is spending tens of millions of dollars to host a massive military parade for his birthday. Is this North Korea?
Yeah,
On top
it'll
of
look
all
just
of
like
that,
North
our
Korea.
twice impeached president with a
Yeah.
34-count convicted
Felon.
felony president who is not a king
On
has
the
deployed
Epstein
the
list.
active duty military in American cities, and he has spent $134 million to do so.
All
He
this
has
golf
their guns
trips.
trained on American citizens without the consent of local authorities or the state's governor to purposefully generate chaos and provoke a reaction. Meanwhile, we have Republicans on this side of the aisle asking governors of states about bathrooms. Like, this is the most dystopian, horrific episode of Black Mirror that I have ever seen.
Yeah, it's rough that we are living through it. Wild, wild world. Yep. Love that comment, Jim Bob. Billy Joe Johnson. My man. If a law is unjust, a man is not only right to disobey it, he is obligated to do so. Right, because that's the lawful way right there.
Let's talk about what you guys personally geek out about.
It's wild to take a senator out. And then they tackle him and they put him in handcuffs. Is the new King of the Hill on already? I'd be interested to see it. Comes out in August. Awesome. I saw what was it? I guess it was like the opening credits or the opening is credits the right word? Like the beginning of it, you know, like the song playing and stuff. Looks fun. I'm excited about it. I guess Hank and Peggy moved to some Middle Eastern country, I feel like. I forget which one. And was it Saudi Arabia? Right, sir, another Republican has been arrested for child pornography. Just add to the pile.
I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen selling criminals that you're rotating on your...
Have I seen common side effects? Asked Jim Bob Billy Joe Johnson. No, what is that? Is that something attached to King of the Hill? Or that's something totally different? Is it an animated thing? Here's a question for you here, Jim Bob Billy Joe Johnson. It said, would it make you uncomfortable if your dungeon master wears a shirt that says Dungeon Mommy? Maybe you should wear a shirt that says that. It's Mike Judge's latest show about the pharmaceutical industry. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. You know, big Mike Judge fan. I forget who said it. Maybe it was like Seth Meyers tonight or something. And I thought it was such a great joke and it was totally underrated. It didn't even get a laugh. But it was like something about goats, and they were doing something with goats. And he made a joke that the goats were called Beavis and Headbutt. I thought it was great. It would make you Randy. Right? I thought it was so funny. It's like the audience didn't even react. Made me want to have like a t-shirt or something of like a goat, of two goat heads, Beavis and Headbutt, or actually get them or something. Or have friends that have goats and really nudge them in that direction. Oh, I think Kate joined for a second there. You said you would wear the shirt that says Dungeon Mommy? They're adults in the new series. What else does Trump, like, everything he does is a waste of money. The gold in the Oval Office, the trips to Mar-a-Lago, to golf on his golf course where we pay tax dollars to make that happen and to fly him there and to have security detail go down there. Beavis and Butthead, you mean? They're adults in the new series. Oh, I don't think I saw that. When did that new series come out? I saw a new series. I thought it was just Beavis and Butthead doing their Beavis and Butthead thing, but they're adults? That's amazing. They made it. I don't even know 100% if they'd make it to... Did they ever score? Please tell me one of them has a kid. This is graffiti from Pompeii. This is ancient graffiti. And it had obscene jokes and phrases such as, "Weep, you girls. My penis has given you up. Now it penetrates men's behinds. Goodbye, wondrous femininity." What? Is that real? I guess it is, yeah. It's on, damn it, that's interesting one. There are a lot of slots in Vegas. Of course they scored, says Jim Bob Billy Joe Johnson. And you think it's still on? Oh my gosh, so I've missed out a bunch. Oh. Sounds like a Japanese anime, like the way that was the syntax of the sentences. Oh wow, look at this. Look at this map, man. This is a heat map of all the protests that are happening on June 14th. Looks like we're smack dab in it. Even up in Alaska. Alaska's got something going on too. And like all of the islands of Hawaii. Where it looks like it has the least amount? North Dakota, South Dakota, Nevada. It's going to be a wild weekend. Yeah. I saw somewhere that it might thunderstorm. Is that a thing? Like if it thunderstorms, they'll cancel it? That would be wonderful, but it would still be a waste of money. And think of all those tanks driving on the road. Is this going to destroy the road? I'm not good at geometry. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I saw that cover of the new Sabrina Carpenter record. I'm all for it. I think it's, we all are in this stuff. Like, why not? A lot of people were dragging her for the cover. I think it's part of her brand, like a sexy brand, and that's just what it is, Getting ready to go feed the cows and ride the cowboys. Ride some horses. I used to follow this girl. Something Farm.
Legal status in the United States as well.
Let's go,
Have 10
AOC.
seconds left. But when they say illegal versus legal
Oh,
immigration, they are trying to end legal status in the United States as well. Correct, Governor Pritzker, with the end of TPS and making people undocumented by removing legal status, ending legal status, and then having the audacity to call them illegal when they were here documented, correct?
Taking students' visas away from people, taking their legal right to be in the United States away from them when they've been granted maybe years earlier to stay.
So I don't want to hear about how this is about illegal versus legal immigration. They are attacking legal status and removing legal status. The Republican majority is anti-legal immigration in the United States. And I want to make that very clear, and I yield back.
well, they're evil and dumb. I'm being mean. I get worked up sometimes when we talk about the Presidente. Have I seen Uncle Roger on YouTube? No, what's that? Is that a series or is that a dude who makes content? AOC and Jasmine Crockett are my future ex-wives. They are both so awesome. We need more of energy of both of them. I love the slapbacks that both of them do. They're amazing. Like when Musk and Trump were fighting last week, and it was like AOC, I think she said, the girls are fighting. And he's a dude. I'll put that down to check this out, man. Uncle Roger. No, I haven't seen it yet. I'll look into it though, bro. And AOC is just so smart. So smart. It's like the buttheads saw that early on, so they started their smear campaign on her immediately. And Jasmine Crockett, oh my gosh, she's so funny. What'd she call that caveman looking blonde? Oh, thanks, bro. Send me the link on Discord. Yeah. Yeah, what a big bodied something. It was awesome. Whatever it was that Jasmine Crockett called, why am I forgetting her name? Because I shouldn't even know it. The gross person. I want AOC and Jasmine Crockett to run on Bernie's platform. I mean, I would love it. It would be cool if we could make that happen. Sorry, there's like a bug flying around me. It would be so cool if we could make that happen. You know how the public is with weird stuff, man. But I mean, maybe it would incentivize people to come vote. Bernie should have just been. I mean, they would never let Bernie through. Now that we see how much money runs everything, of course they didn't let Bernie through. But gosh, it would be wonderful. The Georgia senator. Who's that Georgia senator blonde? The one that's loud like Trump. Says all kinds of mean stuff all the time. And like hinted that the Pope dying was like a good thing and like got what was coming to him or some weird stuff. I forget her name. But Jasmine Crockett said the funniest thing to her on the fly and it was incredible. Yes, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Thank you, bro. That was who I was thinking. Marjorie Taylor Greene. I can't. It's like my brain doesn't even register because I don't even like to think of that face and that person. But yeah, did you ever see Jasmine Crockett call her that big body, big backed, big boot, like something? It was hilarious. Oh my gosh. We might have to find that. Bleach blonde, bad built. Yeah, bleach blonde, bad built body.
Understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personality, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's a
Hold on.
part of
I'm
the.
trying to find clarification on what
Chairman,
I didn't-
motion to
I had
strike
no
those
idea.
Look at the
words.
senator laughing.
We're not.
understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's a
Hold on.
part of the.
I'm trying to find clarification on what
Chairman,
I
motion to
had
strike
no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just.
I-
said
you
yes.
just
voted to do
Y'all did it first, so you
You
don't
just
want to
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get
Okay.
clarification.
Look at, calm down. Calm down.
No, because this
I
is
will
what
not
y'all
get
do.
the proceeding.
So I'm trying
Hey,
to
Miss
get
Crockett,
clarification.
you're not
You don't want,
recognized.
like,
Miss
that.
I can't hear you with your
And you
yelling.
don't want me
Calm
to
down.
Be, no.
Yuck. But yeah, that was a great clapback. Oh my gosh. She is a pistol.
Who are you?
I missed whatever that was about.
Hey, Clark.
Oh, the glasses.
Did you, Who are you? Hey, Clark.
Hey, stop it. Jim Bob Billy Joe Johnson from chat says, Anthony Bourdain would be so ashamed of the world we live in now. My gosh, he would be so ashamed, and his voice would be so celebrated to hear his stuff right now. Like him, God, could you imagine? This is like a totally wild bill, but could you imagine Jon Stewart and Anthony Bourdain running for some sort of office together? That would be, mwah, would love that. Oh my gosh. It would never happen, I know, because of their personalities, but that's like what has to happen. We have to have somebody that's quick like that and sees the world like that. Uh-oh. That possum's about to get ripped up. Oh no. I just posted a possum short to my channel. Oh no. Oh, he doesn't even do anything. Awesome possum. Yeah, I posted my short. It was Possum Kingdom, a little toadies nod. Right? Toadies? That's right, isn't it? I think yeah, toadies. Be my angel. Do you wanna die? Do you wanna die? And I didn't do. Isn't Toadies the band who played Possum Kingdom? Who wrote Possum Kingdom? Didn't Furthermore, Jack says, possums get at least viewed. They do. We viewed them. We didn't view the whole thing. But that's because I believe that the cat leaves them alone here. But they got all the little babies on the possum. My possum that always comes around my house digs through my trash and doesn't run away from me. And it looks like his ear was bitten when he was a baby or something, because he has like a 3-leafed clover ear and then a really round ear. Totally forgot about that song, but now that you mention it, oh, what a good song. Something about something around the lake. Walk around the lake or something like that. CEOs sue American Airlines for allegedly neglecting masturbating passenger. Yeah, how you going to neglect them, bro? I was a stone cold killer when I was younger. Honestly, the more we grow up, man, 90s music in general, just unbelievable. Unbelievable. We're so lucky to have 90s. Like Blues Traveler always blows my mind. But yeah, grunge of all sorts. I'm excited because I still have so much that I can get into again that I haven't touched on in a while. You know, things like the Toadies. Absolute Chad. Oh, yeah, the tranquilized bear falling from a tree. You know who I remember I listened to some early Soundgarden when I was a kid, but I haven't listened to Soundgarden at all as an adult, and that would be a fun band to revisit, because I know Chris Cornell has an amazing voice, but I just never really took the time. So I feel like there's a whole... Even STP. I haven't revisited STP either. Last night I was watching a live stream and someone did... No, that was a Nirvana song. Isn't Half the Man I Used to Be? That's a Nirvana song, isn't it? Half the man I used to be, and I need it all I need. I think that's a Nirvana song. Okay, sí, señor. Sí, señor. How are we getting repeats? How did this happen? Where's our news tab? I don't like the way that this is on Safari. I'm used to like going over. How's the compact look? Oh, that looks kind of nice. I'll go back to card. But yeah, like on my phone, I can see the news. Top rising, new, hot. But where's like the full news tab? Guess I gotta go to the actual subreddit. That's aggregated. The news one? That's what I was thinking. I want that. Right? Are we talking about the news section, bro? The one that's on phone? Furthermore, Jack says, dude that survived the plane crash going to get the views for sure. Make a book and money. Oh my gosh. he's going to deserve it 100% after surviving a plane crash. I hope he might even be in a movie about it, you know? I could see a movie getting made for it. I hope he writes it and then it would be bought. The link you sent above. I don't see a link. Does mine not have... I'm looking at the chat coming through Streamlabs. Let me look in the live chat here. Yeah, I don't see it on my phone either, bro. You might have to send it to my Discord. Let me see what you sent over here. I see him as I see him older. Oh my gosh, dude. Is that them the whole show? Older? Beavis and Headbutt? Do they like, or is that just like one episode where they look like that? That's amazing. And not a chef, I just complain. Is this the guy, Uncle Roger or something like that? And then best news and politics posts here. Visit site. Oh, it's taking me to Chrome. Get out of there, Chrome. I'm only saying that because Chrome likes to slow my computer down when I'm streaming. I want to go ahead and add it on here. Paste-a-roni. Thanks for sending the link, bro. I think it's interspersed through the seasons, I say. Alright, what we got going on in here? Yep, we got the judge ruling Trump illegally deployed National Guard and must return oversight to California. Explosions ring out across Iran's capital because, you know, America basically bombed them. We all know Israel is a proxy. Israel official to post. There was a full and complete coordination with the Americans. Of course there was, like I just said. U.S. orders 500,000 citizens of 4 countries to leave. Oh my gosh. Am I not following this? Am I in this community? This is a good community to have here. Lemmy World. What's Lemmy World, bro? Is that on Discord itself, or is that going to take me somewhere? Oh. Gotta switch the camera. Oh my gosh, like almost like the guy in Lost, furthermore, Jack. Hey, the guy in Lost is named Jack, one of the main characters. But yeah, there was a guy that was like in the seat in a tree, still strapped to the plane chair, you know. Furthermore, Jack says, I wonder if the survivors skid to a stop on the ground amidst flamage, still strapped to the airplane's sheet. That would be, what a terrifying thing. Oh, this is an aggregate of multiple communities. The Lemmy is essentially a Reddit alternative. Man, I didn't even know. You gotta hook me up with some knowledge there, bro. I mean, I love my Reddit, but I hear that there might be some free speech things afoot there, you know, like we all of a sudden don't see that Mario character on there quite as much, you know, Mario's brother. That's what I was thinking. I think it was him that was strapped to it. Yep. Rose's husband. And Bernard, that was his name, Bernard. Yep. Good memory, dude. What do you think about all this stuff coming up that, the whole boy that cried wolf thing? Now it looks like, Kamala could have won, and there's a lot of evidence that voting machines were tampered with, or that vote counts were tampered with. Because, of course, they would be. Their whole tactic is accuse the other side of the actual thing that's going on. And then all of the bomb threats that were called in Pennsylvania were insane. It was like, how many bomb threats were called in Pennsylvania on the day of the voting to make so people couldn't go, to get the voting polling places closed down. And about Lost, Jim Bob says, I love that show. Need to finish it again. Bro, you let me know. I'll watch it along with you again. Oh, actually, you know what? I just watched it in November, December time, so I need a little bit more time. But, you know what I'm doing right now is Kate has never seen Twin Peaks, so we are watching all the way through Twin Peaks, man. And you should jump on with us when you can. We're up to season 2, episode 13 we just watched tonight, so we're going to be doing 14 when we see each other next. But you could definitely catch up with us. We see 1, 2, sometimes 3 episodes a week, somewhere around in there. And I'm excited to watch and experience Fire Walk with Me and The Missing Pieces together. And then especially my favorite thing that's ever been put to film, The Return. So happy about The Return. Twin Peaks is great. Have you seen From yet? I still have not seen From. I remember you recommended me From, though. That's with Michael from Twin Peaks. That is on From, right? I do want to watch From, though. How many polling places had bomb threats in PA during 2024 elections? Look at that. During the 2024 elections in Pennsylvania, at least 32 counties received election day bomb threats that affected polling places and ballot counting. 32 of them. That definitely had an impact. This said Lost. Let's go Ukraine. Of course, yep, there's that, another Republican South Carolina lawmaker used a name, Joe Biden 69, to send cheese pizza. Of course. There's that thing. Trump's birthday party may be canceled over thunderstorms. Let's go. But I feel like it would somehow waste money even more if that happened. I don't know. Like maybe they would still make sure that the parade happened, and having them there one more day would cost even more money. It's like just let them get it out of the way unless it's canceled completely. I'm looking at my weather app right now to see if there's thunderstorms in the area, because we are not too far from all of that hubbub. In fact, I might be driving down close to there for Father's Day. Harvey Weinstein trial ends in mistrial on final grape charge after jury foreman refuses to deliberate. Trump is incapable of even a train of thought during Newsom phone call. He doesn't even know what day it is. Did I say Twin Peaks? I thought I said Lost. I said Michael in Twin Peaks. Of course, you know what? That's my 3 a.m. brain. My bad, bro. I meant to say Michael and Lost. Totally meant to. Yep, Freudian slip for show. And that's his real name, though. Harold Perrineau? Was he in Oz? Wasn't he that guy in Oz? The guy in the wheelchair? Or I haven't seen Oz in so long. I could be way off. African and her family stranded in the U.S. appeals for help, seeking refuge. U.S. budget deficit hit $316 billion in May, with annual shortfall up 14% from a year ago. MAGA. Okay, yeah, he is the dude from Oz. That's awesome. Gosh, I want to rewatch Oz, and I don't think I ever saw the last season of The Wire. Did you ever see The Wire? I think you did, right? I know that I think I was talking to you about The Wire. He's also in Z Nation 28 Weeks Later, and played Mercutio in the 90s Romeo and Juliet. Did he really? Wednesday, Thursday, Bother's Day? Part of The Wire. There's just so many good stuff out there. It's hard to see it all. Yeah. Americans really, really hate Trump's big, beautiful bill. Stupidest name. Stupid everything. Stupid bill. Terrible, terrible bill. Wednesday, Thursday, Bother's Day. Falls to 38%. Oh, yep. LAPD is reporting this accident involved a federal agent, an ICE agent, who appears to have hit a vehicle of people who claim to actually be U.S. citizens. Federal agents then fled the scene when they got it wrong. Jim Bob Billy Joe Johnson in chat. Just finished rewatching all of Dexter with my dad. We just started New Blood in anticipation for Dexter Resurrection. Such a great series. I think I might have seen a few episodes of Dexter, maybe even like an entire season or two. But I forget what was on TV around that same time. I definitely fell off of it. Is that going to be a good thing, you think? Dexter Resurrection? Are people excited about it?
The Marines. So the United States is sending the National Guard and they're sending the Marines to California for a fake emergency immigration crisis. Meanwhile, in North St. Louis, ain't nobody sending shit here. So that tornado happened about a month ago, and this is what it looks like. It's still fucked up. I mean, maybe there's some things that are happening. People got some tarps on their roofs. But look, if you look down these streets, maybe people have some porta potties. You know why they got porta potties? Because they got no water. You know, so they got to use fucking porta potties and have no place to go to the toilet. Look at these houses down here completely destroyed. This whole fucking neighborhood is wiped out. And yet, we got resources to fight a fake immigration issue, and places like this are still fucking devastated and receive no help whatsoever. This is complete bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, that might have been what happened to me too. Furthermore, Jack, it was something around that time of Dexter. I forget what it was. Something was it on the same time as like Sopranos? Couldn't have been. I feel like there was some other HBO thing, but maybe it was that Walking Dead. Because I watched all of Walking Dead because I had to. I was hooked in there, but I haven't seen all of the different things that Walking Dead has done since then. And I was so into Lost. And Jim Bob's excited about Dexter Resurrection. The cast is stacked. Walking Dead was good, but fell off around season 8. Picked it back up and still haven't finished it. Yeah, I finished the original thing because I had to. I just had to get through there. It was Sopranos that was up. That's the thing. I was big time into Sopranos. Gosh, I love Sopranos so much. So much. But, yeah, man, like Walking Dead with the original thing ending, and now it's just splintered into, I think it's like 4 different shows. I can't watch all that, and they're all not that grand, Sopranos was so good. I agree. Oh my gosh, I agree. A lot of great music throughout it. A lot of great quotes. Might be about time to rewatch it. It might be a decade since I've seen it last time. Back when I used to have cable. So that was like a long time ago. My roommate, his name was Whitey, and we had cable here. And I feel like it was always on in the mornings of like on A&E or AMC, one of those channels. And just always used to let it roll. Did you see Wyatt Russell yell trying to talk sense into the National Guard at the LA protests? No, I don't think I did. Wyatt Russell. Do I know this person?
Pritzker with the end of TPS and making people undocumented by removing legal status and...
Oh, we already watched that. Can Bill Nye save science? The Science Guy discusses RFK, Make America Healthy Again, and raises awareness for ataxia. Oh, Kurt Russell's son. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. Get him, girl. That's right, Jimbo. Furthermore, Jack says, it blows my mind we don't build more cylindrical structures in tornado-prone areas. That would be so smart. Yeah, what in the world? You just kind of see cylindrical structures being silos, and since they're not very sound, I just imagine them getting ripped up like in Twister. But, maybe cylindrical, and then like... also like maybe tapered at the ends, but then you'd have to have like air coming one way. Maybe that's more hurricane that would help. Maybe a Twister is different with its way that the wind whips,
When Senator Padilla gets pushed, shoved, thrown to the handcuffed because he is asking questions, because he is engaging in the very oversight that senators are supposed to engage in, then what we're really talking about here is a Trump administration that just wants to shut down the ordinary functions of government. Look,
domes.
I oversight myself. I ask a lot of questions because that's how it works in a democracy. We use our words to hold people accountable. We don't use our fists. We don't shove. We don't try to knock people down.
Yeah, but we're, authoritarians do. Jim Bob says, or build underground instead of above ground. That would be so smart. Water towers actually fare well in tornadoes. Oh my gosh. I guess there could be something to that round structure in tornado prone areas. Or, yeah, like the Shire. Having things like how they, not exactly underground, but like domed up, but part of the ground, Biodome with Pauly Shore, let's go. Oh my gosh, I love Biodome. I remember them like trotting through the Biodome with we can dance if we want to, you can leave your friend behind. What is it, Safety Dance was playing, and then like the big party they had there. Why is everybody hating on this Sabrina Carpenter album? There have been other sexy cover of albums, and she does the sex thing as part of her shtick. The internet is hating it. The FBI may have pictures of Trump and Epstein with young girls, biographer. Yeah, we know he's in the Epstein files. Jim Bob says, I love Pauly Shore, so do I. Love, love, love Pauly. Always thought that he had a really funny thing about him.
Get to see all of the amazing things that the Army has done, whether it's helping with floods in North Carolina or wildfires in California, or we talked to an astronaut yesterday who's on the moon, who's a soldier. Do
you think we actually have a soldier on the moon?
I have questions for.
Yeah, he's since COVID, Paulie's been doing hilarious stuff with streaming, man. He had those neighbors that started coming over and playing music with him, and he started doing like a podcast in his garage. And turned into like Paulie and the Crusties or something like that, I think it is. Calling the old men crusty. And oh, here's that footage of that plane going up and then down. This is wild. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Moments ago,
hey,
Israel...
be quiet. We're watching this. Yeah, and then he's just been doing that stuff a lot. He's still doing like podcast stuff from the garage. Yeah, there's a plane lifting up, and it just doesn't get that high. Oof. Oh. There's no power. Yikes. Oh, man. Had to be heavy lifting off. Didn't retract wheels fast enough and full thrust, says Furthermore Jack. Yeah, I mean, it's wild because he kept his nose up and it seemed pretty straight. It didn't seem like there was enough lift to get it to really like go. It almost seemed like maybe if they kept those wheels down, maybe it's because they like knew it was like feeling like it didn't have any power, like the instruments were showing it or something. Jim Bob says, way better than what Corey Feldman is doing. Hey, he's somehow living his best life, I guess, you know, for what he's doing. It's something. He's doing something, all right. Corey Feldman. You know what's wild though is that you wonder, is he in on the joke? Because he was just on let's see, where's my other camera here? There we go. He was just on the tour with Limp Bizkit. So it's like, I don't know if he just thought that they were inviting him on a tour because of a good thing, or if he knew that it was like a joke thing, or what. Corey's Angels. Oh my gosh. I remember that video from like 5 or 6 years ago, maybe more. That was wild. Yeah, I would love more of that. He has a song called The Joke Is On You. I think I saw that, like the joke, and he kind of keeps saying joke, or the Joke King, or the something King. Is that the same song? It's something King. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not that same song. Bam, bam. Bang, bang. The Joke. Official live video. I gotta not play it on here, unfortunately, because I'm worried about... it is that song? I've seen it live then. Like, we're not I wasn't there, but I saw them perform it live. It was pretty wild. But yeah, I'm being careful about copyright stuff, so I can't play it on here. That's why I like keep hitting the volume down on these things, because I don't know how people can like watch stuff on here and have no problem, but then when I try and do it, I get a copyright strike or something. Even though I'm putting commentary, this is not me just playing things. We're talking, you know. Says David Lynch was apparently ready to get back to work with his longtime collaborators, Kyle MacLachlan, Laura Dern, and Naomi Watts before his passing on a shelved Netflix series Unrecorded Night. Oh my gosh. Bro, we got to put some people together, get that script, and act it out. We'll like read it through like we're different characters or something. Oh my gosh. Furthermore, Jack, the air quality, the water quality, living conditions in India, all of that, so not good. I used to have a student who she was an older student, but she was well off from India, but she got married to like a really well off person who had American companies, so she was able to come to America. And she said how she would never go back to India to live, even though she's gone there to visit. But it's because she's like, oh, Richard, you do not understand how just, you know, the level of, what did she say? The living quality is just so much higher here on every level. How does fair use work exactly? Right? It should be education, and commentary, parody. I know those three. I think there's a couple other things that fall under fair use. Jim Bob says, I'm pretty sure Unrecorded Night was going to be the thread that linked Mulholland Drive and Twin Peaks. Oh my gosh. Taking place directly after the return. Yeah, apparently Mark Frost has even said something about a season 4 of a Twin Peaks thing, and hinted at something that if he were to do anything, that he would keep it in line with David's vision. Yeah, this is ridiculous right here.
Trump, I have two. First, on immigration. What made you change your mind about targeting in California farmers and people in the hotel?
The stuff we've been saying this whole time.
Targeting. In fact,
you are targeting.
I put out a statement today about farmers. Our farmers are being hurt badly by, you know, they have very good workers. They've worked for them for 20 years.
Literally everything we've been saying.
But they've turned out to be, you know, great. And we're going to have to do something about
right.
that. We can't take farmers and take all their people and send them back because they don't have maybe what they're supposed to have, maybe not. And you know what's going to happen?
That's what we've been saying.
They get rid of some of the people because, you know, you go into a farm and you look and people don't, they've been there for 20, 25 years and they work great and the owner of the farm loves them and everything else. And then
this is literally our points.
And you know what happens? They end up hiring the people, the criminals that have come in, the murderers from prisons.
Oh my gosh. Well, that part we're going to say, okay, whatever about. But our point literally was that there are amazing people that just need a pathway to citizenship, not to just be shackled and buzzed haircutted and kicked out of the country and put into concentration camps in other countries. Oh my gosh, Jim Bob, that is exactly right. It probably happened on one of his in some of his hotels or some of his golf areas. It says, well, my gardeners were deported and my cleaners were deported, and quite frankly, I don't know how to wipe my own ass. Says Trump, likely, says Jim Bob.
Let's do dimples.
Uh-oh. Dimpleplasty? What? They're adding dimples to this woman's face. Oh my gosh. Those are huge dimples. It looks like she's biting her cheeks. I wish I could do a better Captain Picard impersonation. Big Sausage from Canada's in the chat says, I could use a dimple. While Jim Bob asks, why do people mutilate themselves? You ever seen that dude that did all this cutting on his face and all of the underskin implants and dyed the whites of his eyes black to look like a demon? How would I look up this? Black alien. Restricted profile. Come on, bruh. There he is. Wild. There's some crazier things of him, yeah. There was another guy I was actually thinking of. Whoa. Whoa. Yikes. Maybe not dimples like that, though, Big Sausage. Furthermore, Jack says, you'll get bored of the dimple one day in a certain light, perhaps. In the shadow, you'll hate it. Yeah, it'll make it feel like you got something on your face. There's one guy I'm trying to think of, and I see him on Instagram sometimes, and it's not even the Black Alien guy. It's even wilder. Lizard Man or Tiger Man or a Demon Man. Dude actually looked decent before all the mods, right? Right? He did not look that. He was like, you know, he was a bro. But the one I'm thinking of is he looks super scary, actually. Oh well, we're going to be done looking because it'll take me for forever. Oh. Wow. Once Israel launched its attack on Iran, 335 million was liquidated from the crypto market. I wonder why. Oh gosh, what is Steve Bannon going to say?
Your audience started to stay in President Trump. If he had not won on November 5th, your audience started to stay in President Trump would have been in. They would have tried to put him in prison for a decade just in New York City. So
if he loses, man.
Yeah, that's the only reason he won is because he would have had to face charges.
You're fucked, dude. I'm fucked. If he loses, I'm fucked.
It does seem that way.
I'm a technologist. I know a lot about computers, and I'm like, the last thing I would do is trust a computer program.
Yeah, they say all of this for the 2020 elections, but then just try and embrace the 2024.
And he knows those computers better than anybody. All those computers, those vote counting computers. And we ended up winning Pennsylvania like in a landslide, so it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So thank you to Elon. We said, you know, computers are the greatest.
I can't stand the music in the background of that. I can't. It's like, why do you need to put foreboding classical violin stuff in it? Just let them talk. It's foreboding enough. Oh, look at that. We were just talking about Lost. Remember when they came across that when we were first watching Lost, how insane that was to see a huge freaking statue or a big foot that was there left of it? It's amazing. And that like a big tidal wave came in with the Black Rock ship, knocked it down. It was a tactic. Is that what you're saying? It was is tactis something else? Oh, someone posting in our trees an actual tree. You know, we love it when that happens. Let's look at more Lost things, actually. That was kind of nice. I asked ChatGPT. I asked Grok. I've looked into the eye of this island and what I saw was beautiful. Let me help you. Never, dude. Oh yeah, would you help me, Ben? I'd be honored. I wonder how long they lived on the island after everything, you know? Oh no, you misspelled, yep. Because remember, Hurley did his thing, and then Ben was the helper. It's a good tattoo. There's Furthermore Jack right there. The reunion we all want to see. Oh yeah, 100%. See you in another life, brother. Love Desmond. And the whole storyline with Desmond and Penny. Oh, ripped my heart out. Oh my gosh. Oh. And then like the hand. Not Penny's boat. From Charlie. I just brought that episode up, The Constant. Everyone talks about how The Constant, how good it is, but no one talks about Ab Aeterno. It's really masterpiece. Oh, you know, it's good. It's no Constant. Jack's great, but Desmond is my favorite character. I don't think they would have made it off the island without him. Dude, they would have not made it to through the side reality split without him, for sure. Or whatever we want to call what that was. I think it's a beautiful conversation on consciousness, for sure. Is our boy in there? Oh, look at that. TV shows where the main character is the worst part. And it says that number 8, Jack Shepard. Oh yeah, I mean, just the beauty of him being down there in that man cave for 3 years was incredible. Jack was annoying for most of the show. He did some really, like when he just like randomly beat up that mirror house and where they could like look at people throughout the world. Like, why would you destroy it? That scene right here. But why are you gonna misspell it and spell it like pasta? I love you, Penny Pasta. I've always loved you. She's got a Y at the end of her name. I love you, Penne. Maybe it's because it's how he says it. Oh. Writer's strike? For which part, bro? What was I saying? Of how bad he was and how he beat up that mirror thing, or the Penne part? All right, so we're climbing up, about to hit a 2-hour mark on our stream, and we're also past 3:30 a.m. So I think that even though I don't feel ready for bed, maybe I should try and make myself ready for bed, because I probably won't be going to bed before 5 a.m. at this point, which is fine. But I think it's a good place to start wrapping it. What do you got going on, man? You got to get some beds too? Jim Bob Billy Joe Johnson. And says, yeah, beating up the mirror. Yeah, it's a crazy part. Absolutely crazy part. We'll leave it on that there. Yeah, we probably should. It's always a great time hanging out with you, though, man. Well, that was fun. Thanks for commenting and chilling with me, bro. Going to get steaks with Dad and his girlfriend tomorrow for Father's Day. Oh, that's awesome. I got to give my dad a call and see what he wants to do on Father's Day. Are you going anywhere on Sunday? Or will you have... where are you doing steaks? You going to see Emily over at Texas Roadhouse? I think I might go down and see my pop on Sunday. Get a little drive on. But I gotta really make tomorrow and Saturday count with this charting. I gotta get this music written for the gigs next week on Friday and Saturday down in Virginia. It's like 5 different songs that are, some are like 10 minutes and some are 20 minutes. So, oh, you are? Yeah, definitely. Tell her I said hi. Sunday, you're taking Dad to a new German restaurant. Oh, yeah, because Prost shut down. Where's that new German restaurant at? I might tell Mom and Scott about it, man. Because my mom, she was so sweet, she went to go pick up some German food from Prost a couple weeks ago. Awesome, thanks, man. I'm serious. Please do. But yeah, Mom drove all the way down to Prost a couple weekends back just to get Scott, good German food, and she got to the place and it had a closed thing. She didn't know it was closing down, so that sucks. Apparently it was great. I never even got to go. But yeah, where's this new one? There's one in Philly and one near Lancaster. Is that what you're doing? You going all the way up there? Do you know what it's called by chance? I'd love to tell Mama about it. We'll give them a shout out on stream. I like that I'm just chilling with Hugo up, you know? Hugo Appreciation Cool Down. You checking out the name by chance, bro? It's all cool if not. Oh, cool. Brauhaus Schmitz. Brauhaus Schmitz. I'm gonna take a little picture. Brauhaus. Awesome. All right, my brother. I want to give you them big old hugs, man. This is for you, Jim Bob. Hug and hug. All right, my brother. Sweet dreams, man. And to everybody else out there, if you've made it this far, you know I appreciate you so much. Take care of yourselves, you guys. I love y'all. Peace and love, and hope to see you tomorrow night. Get a little Friday evening action going on. Jim Bob, I'll meet you in Dream World, brother. Hug, hug. Have a great night too, man. Bye-bye. See you guys later.